These are the top 10 things you should be buying at Trader Joe's in 2022, and I am trying and buying every must-have item at the store. The first item on my list is the ultimate must-buy if you love mac and cheese, and it's the Hatch Chili mac and cheese for $2.99 for the package. This concoction of greatness includes chilies from New Mexico, and to my surprise, this now places as one of the best mac and cheeses I have ever consumed. I highly recommend this. It's not too spicy, it's got a bit of a kick, and it's a great play on one of our favorite classic dishes. If your kids love Kraft mac and cheese, a more family-friendly version of what I just showed you is the Wisconsin cheddar mac and cheese for 99 cents per packet. I also bought and cooked this up on my stove just as you would any other regular mac and cheese. I'll tell you, the flavor is great. It's a more traditional approach. And many of you who are used to seeing me sample food products from the trunk of my car have likely noticed that I am elevating things today, and I'm building myself a more romantic food eating experience. For point 2, I found myself in the bakery section of Trader Joe's as a follow-up from a suggestion from a store associate who said I absolutely need to try a brookie. A brookie is a brownie and a cookie, and these $3.99 beauties are sold in packs of 8 at Trader Joe's. This is essentially a brownie with an outer layer comprised of chocolate chip cookie. It's spectacularly delicious. My only complaint is that I may never be able to eat a regular brownie again. Thumbs way up. I've always had a soft spot for soft cinnamon rolls, and the next item is a jumbo cinnamon roll for $4.29. You get a pack of 5 for these. You bake them up in your oven. These are a little bit larger than your typical cinnamon roll. They do include the icing, which you add after the fact, and I love these. These mini hold-the-cone ice cream cones for $3.29 are served in a pack of 8. They're available in vanilla or chocolate chip, and these are a play of enjoying the bottom of a drumstick with a bit of ice cream up top as well. Whoever invented these is a highly creative person, and I appreciate everything they stand for when it comes to delectable desserts. Our next product is also something I'd never heard of before, but I'd read about it online, and it's a pancake bread for $4 that I also wanted to buy and try before I recommended this. This is a buttermilk loaf with a slight pancake flavor. It tastes like you're eating a pancake baked into a loaf of bread. While I struggle to fully describe my culinary journey on the pancake bread, it is unique and it straddles the line between a breakfast and a dessert, erring more on the dessert side. Now, sticking with desserts for another moment, the chocolate or vanilla sheet cakes that you see right here for $4.49 are great for a smaller get-together. I opted for chocolate, which I decided to eat all on my own. It was moist, and the icing was worth the price of admission as well. This is a really solid chocolate cake for under $5. Now, I should mention this video is not sponsored. Trader Joe's is not paying me to make this video, and over the course of the week, I continued to buy and try the most beloved and trendy of Trader Joe's food items, which brings me to point 3, starting with the snack that you see right here, chili and lime flavored tortilla chips for $2.99. These are most likely a Trader Joe's take on the Takis tortilla chips if you've ever tried these. The ones at Trader Joe's have a really nice flavor profile. They are tangy, but they are also highly addictive, so let this be your warning. Next on my snack list are the jalapeno seasoned corn and rice puffs. These are a huge favorite within the Trader Joe's community at $2 per pack. They've got a subtle spicy kick. And finally, another snack cult favorite, the elote corn chip dippers at $2.49 are not only great for dips, guac, or salsa, but to really determine just how good they are on their own. I tried these without any other accompaniments, and I've concluded they are fantastic. Next up, it's point 4. I sound like I'm the host of a really bad game show, but there's nothing bad about the chicken parmigiana you see right here for $7. It's a quick meal idea. You just heat it up in the microwave. It serves 2 people, and as a great pairing with the chicken or something good enough to serve solo, the focaccia bread you see right here for $4 heats up, and this is also a Trader Joe's fan favorite. One of my all-time favorite style of sauces is available new at Trader Joe's, and it's the Portuguese piri piri sauce at $3.29 for a more than decently sized bottle. And I will warn you, a little bit goes a long way. Once I brought the piri piri Trader Joe's sauce home to sample with a cracker, I discovered that it's got a little bit more kick and spice than your typical piri-piri sauce. This would be ideal with chicken as a marinade or as a dipping sauce, but as I've said, this is spicier than competitors. Meanwhile, if you love hot sauce, do not pass this up. For point 5, I want to zero in on some incredibly authentic tasting Asian dishes. You heat them up in your microwave, but once they're plated, they certainly do not taste like they came from a microwave. The Mandarin orange chicken is a prime example of that at $5. I baked this chicken in the oven and then I tossed it in the accompanying Mandarin orange sauce. This seriously tastes like something you'd buy from a Chinese restaurant. The chicken is crispy, the sauce is amazing, and this tastes better than so many of the other orange chickens I've tried at legitimate restaurants that don't defrost their food. Another fantastic buy is the Japanese fried rice for $3.49. This does not contain any meat, but it is filling and nicely seasoned. It cooked up quickly and beautifully. It does have edamame inside it, which I actually prefer to eat on its own rather than part of a rice dish, so that was the only thing I didn't like, but it is good. If you are looking for a more authentic soy sauce, heavier fried rice that you'd enjoy at a Benihana or from a favorite hibachi grill, this chicken fried rice for the same price, $3.49, was also very enjoyable. This one is more of a meal on its own, and the rice was a bit more dense. Two other dishes I regularly buy from Trader Joe's, which I didn't need to sample because I already know I love them. The Kung Pao chicken you see right here for $6, and the beef and broccoli for $7, where the pieces of beef definitely taste like beef and not the questionable protein I've come across during bad stints of takeout in my prior life before I discovered I could buy this at Trader Joe's. Now, on to more health food for point 6. That's just a joke. This obviously is not a health food channel, but I love the Italian breaded fried ravioli for $4. It could be a great treat, not necessarily something you would eat every night of the week, but I consider this another must buy at Trader Joe's. It takes around 10 minutes to cook up in an air fryer, which I did, and I will conclude this is definitely a top food item on my list, despite this being in point 6. But anyhow, you get the point. It's crispy on the outside. It's melt in your mouth cheese on the inside. Need I say more? If breaded ravioli is not your thing, the ricotta and spinach-filled ravioli is a slightly lighter option for $4, and similar to most of the prepared food items at Trader Joe's, this can easily be made in the microwave, and it certainly does not taste that way. Nor does this fettuccine alfredo, also on my list for $4. In the back of my mind, I wondered if some Italian restaurants would ever just buy something like this from Trader Joe's and then defrost it and serve it to you. You can see from what I've plated, this appears to be really legit. It tastes incredibly authentic, weirdly homemade. Anyhow, I should also note that if you've been alarmed by any of these small portions that I'm presenting to you, I'm of course not making the whole portion, since this is just currently a romantic meal deal for one. Oh, how I keep myself busy while my wife is hard at work. Now for point 7, I'm going to stick with that Italian theme for a moment. Do not skip the Italian section of authentic pastas and sauces. You'll find an awesome array of authentic pasta sauces ranging from $2 to $4, and you'll also find plenty of pasta at 99 cents per pack. Now for the purposes of taste testing, I really wanted to see how good an authentic Italian pasta for 99 cents was compared to a Barilla pasta I typically buy at the same price. I brought home the farfalle pasta that you see right here, and I can confidently say I will always be buying my pasta from Trader Joe's moving forward. This was eye-opening. Before I get to some seriously good sweets, I want to include a couple of healthier lunch options for my next point. The buffalo-style chicken wrap at $5 is in the refrigerated section, and if you love buffalo wings, it kind of is a healthier alternative. It's served with a higher quality chicken than you'd find on a typical wrap. We frequently pick these up. I love these. Now, if you love Indian food, one of my other favorites is the chicken tikka masala for $5.99. It's a quick heat-up job in the microwave, and it also encompasses that higher-end Indian restaurant food quality you would never expect to produce from a microwave. If you are enjoying this content, please feel free to give this video a thumbs up, and if you have a sweet tooth, you're going to enjoy my next 2 points, beginning with the soft licorice twists at $2.49. These are available in either black or strawberry. I personally do not do well with non-red colored licorice, but if you believe I'm wrong or missing out, please leave a comment and settle the debate. My mom loves the anise flavor and she goes nuts for the black soft licorice from Trader Joe's. It's one of the few things my mom does which upsets me. Now, I happen to love the dark chocolate peanut butter cups, and these are available in 99-cent snack packs or $4.49 larger size options. If you love Reese's Pieces, these are even better. The ingredients taste more natural, kind of like just awesome, wholesome chocolate and some really high-grade natural peanut butter blended together into pure perfection. I'm a big fan of these. The Pound Plus milk chocolate blocks that you see right here are something a friend recommended I try, and at $5 you get one giant pound block of chocolate split up into cubes. It's available in a myriad of flavors. I went for the milk chocolate, and this is one of the thickest blocks of chocolate that I have ever consumed. It's hefty, so despite how hard I tried, this is not likely something you can enjoy in its entirety in a single sitting. And for my next point, before I get to the bonus buys, it's something you need to try. If you've ever given peanut butter to a dog and you've watched them do that thing where they wrap their tongue around their teeth trying to get every ounce of that peanut butter, kind of like that. I know that looked disgusting, but the cookie butter spread that you see right here for $3.69 made my tongue more canine-like to try and get what was on my teeth back into the rest of my mouth. Trader Joe's is probably gonna try and sue me for this product description, but it's amazing. It tastes like a holiday spiced cookie in a jar. It's like a spreadable version of heaven and a gingerbread house, unlike anything I've actually ever tasted. Very distinct flavor. The next food item on my list is a cookie, which I've actually mentioned in the past, are a knockoff of the Australian Tim Tam cookie. These Aussie-style cookies, where you get 11 for $2.49, are a multi-layered chocolate cookie with a silky chocolate cream on the inside and a crispy chocolate cookie outer layer. Now for a quick mention of the bonus buys for those of you who are still watching after I did that thing with my teeth. If you've ever overlooked the flower section at Trader Joe's, there seems to be a new retail emphasis on fresher flowers available more frequently. This is something to keep in mind for Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, last minute I'm sorry flowers, and countless other occasions. And last but not least, if you love sour candies like I do, the sour jelly beans at Trader Joe's are another favorite for $1.49. And as you can tell from the state of this packet, I ate more than my fair share on the drive home, and I do not regret 1 second of my decision. And I hope you don't regret your decision to watch this video. I really do appreciate it. If you think there's something I've missed, please leave me a comment. And if you want to share this with a fellow Trader Joe's shopper, feel free. I love you. Bye-bye.